Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is Project Majesty. All right, Project Majesty came your way from the Ashasi University area near Brekusu, and this is a 6-bedroom house. Originally, this is how Mr. Frank Hammond designed the house, flat, because the intention was that we were going to build it on a flat land. So this was the design. And let me say, this is a redesign. This is a rooftop. The reason for this design, because we're going to have our air conditions right there. Are you with me? A central air conditions right there. Now, this is a redesign from an existing design which was built on about an acre of plot. But we have 2 plots. Now, how do we get that big design onto 2 plots? Mr. Hammond had to watch the existing design and redesign everything, make sure bits and pieces of all the existing one within an acre is captured onto a 2 plot. You understand? And this was the outcome Mr. Hammond did. It was a back and forth. Sometimes we have to do a conference call, we have to criticize, take it back, change this, change that. It was really intense. And I think I have to be paid for that. I'm going to talk to the client for this particular one. I forgot he needed to pay me for all those whiles. Yeah, so back and forth, and we came out with this beautiful design. And Mr. Hammond had to go back, get a basement because the land was slopey. So now we have to add a basement to the entire design. And this looked magnificent. Okay, this beautiful edifice is purely designed by Mr. Hammond, and he is the one. I said, Mr. Hammond, this project, I want you to be the one controlling the project. So again, reason being that is he lives nearby. Mr. Frank Hammond's house is not far from the Ashasi University. So it would be better if he controls this project. Again, he is an electrical engineer, but he has a firm, and this firm does they does architectural designs, and he is the one in charge of the firm. He has a flair in structural engineering, so it was only wise for me to give him this project for him to supervise, and he is doing it perfectly. In case you need someone to do your borehole drilling, please contact my cousin Jonathan Amwa. He does borehole drilling, reverse osmosis, water treatment. He sells all kinds of pumps in case you need a pump for your house, pressure pump, submersible pump, okay? Whichever pump you need, he got them. Okay, if you want to do water treatment, he got you covered. Contact Jonathan Amwa and you will be free. All right, so block work is coming up. We are using 6 inches corridors, iron rod as 16 mm. Okay, there's 16 mm throughout everywhere, no shortcut. And you can see that these blocks need to be elevated above the ground level because we are almost at the top, and the block is only one over there, and we need to elevate the block above the ground level. In so doing, it will affect all the block going down there. You understand? It will affect all the blocks going down there. And Mr. Hammond is going to do his magic, and I believe you'll be seeing all of that through it. Okay, building on a slope is not easy. If you don't have the balls, don't try. Building on a slope entails a lot, and a lot of money having popped here, invested right here. You understand? This is beautiful. I like the view, but it comes with a lot of expenditure. Almost about $40,000 right down here. It's not easy. It's not easy. So areas where the irons have been short, I think because of the height of the block, Mr. Hammond is going to do a footings beam on them. So there's going to be a footings beam before the continuation of the block work, because the blocks have been laid almost about 6 courses. You understand? And they are so high. And this is almost at the ground level. Again, maybe after doing a footings beam, it will come up a little bit, and then we have to do what we call the overside casting, and that also will raise it up a little bit from the ground level. So that is okay. And this is deep. This is also deep. So this is the ground level foundation. Here we are going to fill all this. They're going to fill it with laterite. You understand? They're going to fill all these areas with laterite, and then overside cast, and then the ground floor will begin from here. So this is going to be the ground floor area where we have the kitchen, the dining, which is an open concept kitchen. On this line we have the laundry room and all of that. We have the living, and then the lounge. We have 2-bedroom on the left hand side, on the far end where the retainer wall, the basement actually is. Down on the basement is going to be flow. There's going to be a flow casting. So there we're going to have in the basement, I think we have 1 bedroom, we have a gym, yes, and then I think something like that. Okay, and in the first floor we have 3 rooms, 2 normal rooms and 1 big fat master bedroom. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. So you can see that Mr. Hammond has done the footings beam like I did mention. Because of the height of the block, they have to do what we call the footings beam. Okay, yes, and then the retaining walls are also coming up. The steel bender is doing their reinforcement. So lovely people, if not subscribed to the channel, please do. This is a retainer wall or retaining wall, and the steel benders are weaving the iron rods. Once they are done, the carpenter is going to board everything, and then concrete will be cast. And this is to be very rich. This will separate between the ground and the basement, because there's going to be a lot of pressure from here, and so to be able to withstand it, there's going to be a retaining wall to protect the basement level. So all these are basement, and I believe they're going to raise it a little bit and then do a filling, and then we'll raise the block. A block work is going to catch up with the other block at the top. You understand? So they're going to draw a rope, get the height, lay the blocks, and that will be the basement. You understand? This is a lot of money. This is a lot of money. Weaving these iron rods is no joke. It's no joke, and they have to be firm. These iron rods with the pillars or the columns has to go deeper, and they have to be firm. You can see that he's hooking the retainer wall to the footings beam. You understand? And this will give it a good stamina. You understand? And that's why I'm saying that with such project, you need someone to be there physically to be able to check and do changes as the project progresses, because you cannot just assume that everything is going to be normal. No. Building on a slope requires continuous changes as the project progresses. In real time, you're going to be doing a lot of changes, and this is very, very relevant. Very relevant. So footing beam down, another block laid. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is high, and still the other far end has not been elevated from the ground. And that tells you the slope of the land. Very slopey, very slopey. I think we have the same challenge in Kumasi, but that actually took us a long route because there was a problem. The whole foundation got broken because of the failing, and we have to redo the entire foundation again. I'll be bringing you a video very soon on the Kumasi Lake Bosomtwe project and how we started building on the slope and where we got to, and then have to redo the entire foundation all over again. I'll be sharing videos with you. These are lesson learned and way forward, so that when you're building on a slope, what are the precautions that you need to be taken into consideration. And I believe that once you are taking all these consideration, you'll be able to overcome the situation. It's a nice area where you can have the view of the Lake Bosomtwe. It's beautiful. Okay, so all these areas, these are ground level. You're going to fill them up with laterites. Okay, but before that, Bitumen painting has to go on. So once it is filled with laterite, then casting done, which will meet with the retainer wall. You understand? It will meet with the retainer wall, and behind the retainer wall is the basement. Are you with me? That will be the basement. And then we're going to do a floor decking. Yes, a floor decking will be done. And then we're going to achieve a complete ground level. Now, I don't know how they're going to get their basketball court, because they plan to have a basketball court at the back of the building, especially I think from this side. And having the land slope, probably when the house is completed, they're going to do some filling somewhere, cut and fill somewhere, and probably they can have their backyard basketball court and all of that. Okay, yes. And then at the front, we're going to have the security post, the carport, and a little bit of space at the front. Yes, it's very, very necessary. So here, this is how far we are coming on Project Majesty. It is not easy, it's no joke, and I can't wait to share the journey with you. In case you need the services, please contact me and I will be there to assist you. I prepare estimate and we build houses. Estimate comes with a fee, $120, $150, $200, depending on the size of your project. Okay, if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you've not, and from me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.